The real reason why Panic at the Disco broke up. Hey guys, today we're going to talk about the real reason why Panic at the Disco broke up. Let's get right into it. Many Panic at the Disco fans are wondering why the band is disbanding after nearly 19 years. Brendan Urie, the band's lead vocalist, announced that the band will disband after the final leg of their 2023 tour. Panic at the Disco formed in 2004 in Las Vegas, while guitarist Ryan Ross and drummer Spencer Smith were in high school. The duo formed Pet Salamander, a band that covered Blink-182 songs. After being discovered by Fall Out Boy's Pete Wentz, they ventured into writing their own songs and recruited vocalist Brendan Urie and bassist Brent Wilson, releasing their debut album, A Fever You Can't Sweat Out, through Fueled by Ramen and Decade Dance Records, in 2005. Wilson was replaced by John Walker, and Panic released their second album, Pretty Odd, which received critical acclaim. Since then, the band has gone through several lineup changes, with Urie finally calling it quits in January 2023. So why did Panic at the Disco break up? On January 24th, 2023, lead vocalist and sole original member Brendan Urie posted on Instagram about why the band would be calling it quits following their tour. He said that he'll be shifting focus from music to starting a family. He wrote, "Well, it's been a hell of a journey. Growing up in Vegas, I could have never imagined where this life would take me. So many places all over the world, and all the friends we've made along the way, but sometimes a journey must end for a new one to begin." Urie then added, "We've been trying to keep it to ourselves, though some of you may have heard. Sarah and I are expecting a baby very soon. The prospect of being a father and getting to watch my wife become a mother is both humbling and exciting. I look forward to this next adventure." He continued, "That said, I'm going to bring this chapter of my life to an end and put my focus and energy on my family, and with that, Panic at the Disco will be no more. Thank you all for your immense support over the years." I've sat here trying to come up with the perfect way to say this, and I truly can't put into words how much it has meant to us. Whether you've been here since the beginning or just finding us, it has been a pleasure to not only share the stage with so many talented people, but also share our time with you. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone in Europe and the UK for one last run together. I love you, I appreciate you, thank you for existing. Urie married his wife, Sarah Orzechowski, on April 27, 2013. Panic at the Disco lost their first original member in 2006 when Brent Wilson was replaced as bassist by John Walker. After creative differences with Smith and Urie, the band's original members and main songwriters, Ryan Ross and Walker, announced their departure from the band in 2009. Ross recalled to MTV News at the time, "Spencer and I had lunch and caught up for a while, and then the big question came up like, well, what do you want to do? And I said, well, I think it might be best if we kind of do our own thing for a while. And he said, I'm glad you said that, because I was going to say the same thing." Adding, "And there was really no argument, which is really the best way that could have worked out. I think really everybody will be happy doing what we're doing. Me and John are really excited about what we're working on, and those guys are happy too. I guess it got to the point where there might have been too many cooks in the kitchen." Ross and Walker created their own band, The Young Vanes, and released their eponymous LP the same year. Walker and Ross were replaced by touring bassist Dallin Weeks, who helped contribute to Panic's third album, Vices and Virtues, and Ian Crawford. Weeks was then promoted to full-time band member. Smith announced that he would be taking a break from the album's tour due to his alcoholism and prescription drug addiction, and Crawford also announced that he would be leaving the tour. At the time, Urie wrote on the band's website, Smith announced his departure from the band in 2015, just before the release of their fourth album, Death of a Bachelor. During the Death of a Bachelor tour, Weeks was also demoted to a touring member. Weeks announced his departure from the band on December 27, 2022, to devote his time to his new band, I Don't Know How But They Found Me. When the band's sixth album, Pray for the Wicked, was released, he was replaced by touring bassist Nicole Rowe. Panic at the Disco fired longtime touring guitarist Kenneth Harris on September 22, 2018, following multiple allegations of sexual misconduct involving underage fans. Mike Nairn, guitarist for Sparks the Rescue, took his place. Panic at the Disco released their final album, Viva Las Vengeance, on August 19, 2022. The band announced the Viva Las Vengeance Tour, a global headlining arena trek that will begin in Austin, Texas on September 8, 2022. Marina and Jake Wesley Rogers are special guests, with Beach Bunny appearing on select dates in North America. Urie and the band will begin their final tour on February 20th, 2023 in Vienna. Their final show is scheduled for March 10th in Manchester, England. That's all for today, and we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.